Welcome to this episode of Adulting. I'm your host and the producer of the show, KNWT. I'm no longer hiding behind the cameras, and as you read from the title, I'm here to talk about what you can do when you want to live on your own. Finding a place to live can be difficult and overwhelming. You might not understand yet how things work, but that's why we're here. Here's some of the things you can do when it comes to living on your own. Now, before you even pick a place to move into, you need to choose your roommates wisely. If you decide to live by yourself, then no worries. It just might be a little cheaper if you do have roommates. However, when choosing, understand that there's a difference between your friend and an ideal roommate. You need to make sure that they're somewhat clean, trustworthy, and compatible with you. You need to communicate with them before you make a decision, like what are their daily habits, what are their schedules, are they a morning person or a night owl, and what kind of activities do they do? You need to know and agree to these things beforehand, definitely not after. With this, make sure you have a clear set of rules and boundaries and expectations of any roommates you decide to live with. This can include what they can and cannot do, how cleaning can be divided up, or anything else like that. Overall, you need to make sure that you and your roommates stick to a plan and have a clear understanding. Up next, you're going to want to research every place you're interested in. Before just randomly agreeing to a place, whether that be an apartment, a house, or a duplex, consider the pros and cons. You can find most of these places online through websites like apartments.com, or maybe there's a local Facebook group full of pictures and the description of all of the available places. However, be sure and do your homework and know what to ask when you go visit. Some questions should include what appliances and utilities are included, what are the rules and policies in the contract, is the neighborhood safe, what is the typical noise level? Does the place have any issues or are there weather-related problems? Is there going to be any construction planned in the future? How much does rent cost? And what is the method of payment does the landlord accept? And how can you contact the landlord? Some other things to consider are the price, amenities, and the location. You want to make sure the place you want has the right number of bedrooms, bathrooms, appliances that fits your price range and is a good location if you want to be close to your school or work. Now, once you have found your place to live, you need to establish your utilities. Sometimes the landlords already pay for some or all of the utilities, but for those that don't, make sure you have the basics. Water, electricity, trash, internet, and maybe cable, but that's a little irrelevant nowadays when you can stream everything. You can call the city or company to set up your utilities. However, you may have to pay a starting deposit and it may take a few days before you can actually use that service. Once you have all of these established, you're ready to move in, right? Wrong. You need to make sure you have all of the things you need in order to live, like furniture, a television, table and chairs, kitchen utensils, things for your bedroom, toiletries, and be sure to get your weekly groceries. You need to be prepared and be sure to get the help you need to move in and give yourself a few days to actually move in. Another thing to think about is to prepare how you will budget. You may have to readjust your budgeting to fit what you are making and how much you are spending. Put into consideration the exact amount you make a month and the exact amount you spend on rent, utilities, groceries, and other miscellaneous things. Try to never spend more than you have and budget. Yes, you are finally ready to move in. It can be totally exciting living on your own and getting that sense of accomplishment from making it in the real world. With that, that has been our episode of Adulting. Make sure you check out our YouTube page at KNWT Channel 8 for more content. We'll see you next time. Bye!